I love how they say I'm infatuated.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter if John had fucking begged me to put you on the block. Like, you would have never in a million years.
No, I don't think he would have done that. And I would never done that. As much as I can't stand Sabrina, I wouldn't put her up on the block either.
Do you think people are going to go after her eventually? Or, like, what the fuck is happening?
I think a lot of people are annoyed with her.
People are annoyed, but, like, are they going to go after her? Or is it just, like, me and Adele that are annoyed?
We're all annoyed. Because I see Sarah, like, because I'm leaving, she does confide in me, and she's like, a lot of people are annoyed. And,
okay, can you tell me stuff Sarah said, just if...
I don't know if they're true or not, but what she's told me is she's pretty much told me...
If someone comes, can we just pretend like we're sleeping?
Yeah, just freaking wait. Let's act like we're low down. What she told me is that she said the deal that Rochelle made was to benefit Rochelle's game only.
Yeah, of course.
And she also said that you're most likely going up.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'm like, it sucks because...
Why did she say that?
Because it's you, Heather, and Adele. And she says nobody's going after Adele.
Yeah.
Nobody's going after Adele next week is what she told me.
Yeah.
And she also told...
I just don't get why no one's going after Rochelle and Sabrina, because are they actually going to stick true to that deal?
I think for next week they will, at least. For at least that week they will. No one's going to go after...
Okay, but next week, but do you think
if Rochelle made that deal, when Rochelle made that deal, it seems as if she kind of brought Sabrina in, too.
Yeah.
Like, at least protect
But
her.
I think when she made that deal, she brought her in because she made it through Andrew and Kenny. You know what I mean?
Also, she told me that... she said that she never, ever told the girls that I said anything bad. She did
Liar in this game. I don't believe at all that Heather said any of those things anymore.
Biggest lie. But I didn't want to say, especially to you. Like, me and Adele, we laugh about it all the time.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to say that to you.
I don't. Like, I have 0 ounce of trust in them. I just have to pretend I do.
You have to.
Yeah, there's no other option.
You have no choice. You have to. And then Sarah,
and they're fucking, like, they're so, like, I don't know how just because I don't, like, fucking have a loud mouth and I'm not talking all the time doesn't mean I'm fucking stupid. Like, I think they think I'm fucking stupid because they're like... I think that they think I'm so fucking stupid because they're like... I keep hearing someone.
I know.
They're like, I'm like, okay, well, you're putting Aika up. That means that I'm next. I said that straight up. They're like, no, like, we made the deal. Every time we talk about us, we tell them about you as well. We always say, me, Sabrina, Neda. I'm like, fucking liars. I'm like, 1, I'm pretty sure my name was not mentioned in any way whatsoever. 2, if it was probably in a negative connotation. So.
When we were outside.
Huh?
We were outside talking. I'm like, Neda doesn't have anybody in this game. You guys are screwing her.
And they're probably just like, whatever.
And they're like, no, she has John. I'm like, no, she has John, but Sabrina, there's Andrew, and John doesn't have like much pull. Like, she is alone. You guys are leaving her alone. And I am like, by keeping me here, you give everybody an extra week because they're coming after me. And she goes, baby, they come after you and Vito, and they put me up and I go home. Or another girl goes home. I'm like, but a girl's going home next week anyway.
They don't care. They don't care.
Unless Adele wins. Like, you're not, if there's an alliance thing over there, not everybody could go in. So you're leaving Neda, Adele, and Heather. You're leaving Neda.
They don't care.
No, she said, and she flat out told me, well, this is what's best for my game, and I have to look out for myself in this game.
Yeah, of course.
She had this whole speech. I think Kenny probably told her a speech, and she regurgitated it back to me.
Kenny wrote it up for her.
She was like, well, you know what, in this game, like, it's not about friendships. It's about playing the game, and this is what's best for my game. This thing happened to our alliance, and I had to fend for myself and figure out what was best for me, and this is what's best for me.
Yeah.
That's what she said, pretty much. And
no, I know I can't at all. I think if Sabrina I think if Sabrina won next week, she would put me and Heather up.
Yes, she would.
Yeah.
Sabrina would put you up and cry later.
Yeah.
100%. they would do that. And that's what Sarah said to me. I'm like, poor fucking Neda was loyal to a freaking fault. And now she's left hung out to dry. And she was crying and saying, oh, she feels really bad for what she did and blah, 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 and this and that. And she was like, the thing is, Rochelle doing that, it, like, why wouldn't she do it to Neda? And she's like, she would.
Yeah.
That, if she did that to me, she would do that to her. And I think you're a smart person and you saw that. If she would do that to somebody that she was close with, then she would easily do it to you. Yeah. And that's scary.
No, of course. I'm not stupid.
Yeah.
And I think, if anything, if Sabrina even won, she might even put up, like, me and John. Like...
Yeah. If that's what Sabrina's going to do what Andrew tells her to do.
Oh, of course.
So it does.
That's why I want Andrew gone. Because I feel like if Andrew leaves, it opens up a little bit of room for me to maybe do something with, like, Sarah and Kenny and John or something. You know what I mean? Just through John. And then, like, hopefully get those out. Because don't you think if I survive past double evictions, they're going to have bigger fish to fry than me?
Yeah.
It's going to be like how Heather's skating through right now.
Yeah.
There's bigger fish to fry.
Yes.
Okay, what do you think is going to happen if Andrew, you go home, sorry, but you go home
no,
and
I know.
Andrew goes home right after you? Which would be amazing. You guys can have a drink on the outside. Smash him with a beer bottle.
I know, eh? Oh.
But just assuming that Andrew goes home in the double eviction, what do you think would happen? Like, what do you think would happen if Sabrina won?
If Andrew goes home and Sabrina wins, she's going to do whatever Kenny tells her to do. Because now she'll think that...
And what do you think Kenny's going to want? At this point, his biggest ally is gone.
Yeah, so then he'll have Sarah and he'll have John.
Yeah.
So I don't think he'll put you up.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he would put me up because John would be like, no, are you stupid?
Yeah.
So do you think he would go after Sabrina and Rochelle then?
He might go after New Girl.
He might have to go after New Girl. He might go after Adele now because Adele's power is gone.
Yeah.
So I feel like if I last...
Safe. Yeah. If Andrew leaves, you'll be safe. I wish when we had my HOH, me and you sat downstairs in that fucking grass and talked it over, just me and you, like we did the very first night, instead of having me, you, Sarah, Sabrina.
I know. I honestly, I mentioned it to you a few times during your HOH.
What did you say?
About putting up Kenny and Andrew, and it was kind of shut down so fast about it being too early in the game and it being like too... And at the time, I agreed with you as well, so then I dropped it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because at that time, with the amount of knowledge we had, it wasn't a good move to make.
At the time, yeah. I think that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah. So I dropped it. Again, when Rochelle won at first, I made a couple of hints about...
I did too.
Okay, let's make a big move, blah, blah, blah. And she just shut it down. So I was like, okay. But I was hoping that she was just going to go after Heather.
Me too, at least.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It was a dumb move, but at least.
Yeah. I thought she would just make a stupid move, not a fucking, like...
Yeah. It's true, because at least if I was here, I mean, yeah, it sounds bad, but I am still a target. And if they're going to pick a girl up, they're going to pick me off first. And I would have fought my ass off.
Just the fact that you would have never, like, put us up is, like, she's so
I wouldn't.
stupid.
I wouldn't have.
But I do think if I last passed the double eviction, which I should, right? With Adele's power, the only possible thing that could go wrong is Andrew winning HOH and me and Adele both being up on the block. That's the only scenario I can
see him doing that, though.
You see him doing it? I think he's too stupid. I think no one's... I'm hoping that they're stupid enough not to put Adele up.
I know, but I think like they might. You know,
You never know, but that's the only scenario.
If Arlie wins, he would put you up.
If who?
Because Arlie. Because him and John are close.
Yeah,
So
me and Arlie are pretty close too, so I don't think...
I don't know. It's so dumb.
No, that's honestly like if somebody else wins, they would put me up, blah, 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 blah. But I'm hoping Adele would still save me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think that the only scenario in which I can see myself going home is if Andrew wins HOH and me and Adele go up on the block together.
Or
Adele
if the new girl wins HOH and he tells her to put you, and so him or the new girl.
No. Even if new girl wins and me and Adele are up on the block.
Sorry, I just want to get past this.